Welcome to another session on weight loss. Weight loss has the highest failure rate in the world. Statistics show us that 85% of most people that lose weight end up putting on back all the weight plus VAT in the first 6 to 12 months. The question is, are we just weak-willed? Are we indisciplined? Or what is making it so hard for us to be living in a time and era where it's easy for man to go to the moon and back, where it's easy for Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, to be able to send us to the outer space as tourists and bring us back, but we cannot be able to lose 1 kilo of fat and keep it up. We are living in an age and era where open heart surgery has become a routine exercise, but people are struggling from keeping those heart vessels and blood vessels from being clogged up with fat. Is it because we're weak, or is it because we don't know? Now, most people approach weight loss as an event. Most people are so focused on the outcome that they want, they forget that weight loss is not an event. Weight loss is a journey. And if it is a journey, it means that we have to be focused so more on how to plan for the journey before we can enjoy the destination. We will never get to the destination that we want until we master the journey. And the journey here is the process that we're going to take you through. You don't become overweight overnight. You don't put on fat overnight. You don't put on weight overnight. You put on weight and you increase your body fat percentage over a period of time. There is a process that your body has to go through for you to become fat. And there is a process that we have to follow for you to be able to bring your body back to homeostasis, which is the normal state. This is the 7-step plan that we use at Dream Body Fitness. And this is why we have a 98% success rate when it comes to people coming to us to lose weight and keeping it off. The first stage here is what we call the orientation stage. Orientation stage. And what we do here is, we have to ask you one question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why do you want to lose weight? Is it for health reasons, which is vitality, or is it for personal cosmetic reasons, which is it vanity, or for men, is it purely to validate yourself? What are the reasons why you're here? Because the why will give us enough tool to make sure that preparing you, you'll be ready to embark on this process, on this journey, knowing exactly what the cost is. Now, the minute this is done properly, there are 3 things that it will resolve on this journey. The 3 important things that will be resolved. Number 1, purpose. Why gives you purpose? Purpose justifies the pain that you have to go through in this process. Remember, you can't be 2 people at the same time. One of you has to die in order for a new one to be born. This is a transformation process. Purpose gives us, why gives us the purpose? Why do you want to lose weight? Is it because you want love? Is it because it's your definition of beauty? Is it because you're sick? Is it because out of fear? Or is it because you're trying to fit into the societal definition of what beauty is? That question is very important. The majority of people never start this with asking themselves the why question. What is your reason for you wanting to lose weight? And this is what we're going to cover in this session. The second thing that this will resolve is your identity. Who are you in this process? Who are you in this process? Because the beauty of knowing who you are, you always know who you're not. The beauty of having an identity, it makes it much easier for you to have non-negotiables in this program. There are things that you're not willing to do. When your friend tells you that if you can go get an HCG injection and eat 200 calories a day and lose 10 kilos in 10 days, when you know who you are, you realize that you're not going to compromise or sacrifice your health for the sake of cosmetic beauty. You say no. Who are you in this process? This is what we do here. The third thing here is cost. What does it cost to change from who you are to who you want to be? Remember, you can't be two people. You can never be who you used to be and want to be who you want to become. One of you has to die. And when you come to us in terms of this, we need to kill one of you. The same habits that are holding you back, that have turned you into the person that you're trying to change, those habits have to go. You have to become a new person so that those habits can go, so that we can build a new you. The cost here that most people only think of when it comes to weight loss and health is always money and time. There is a lot of soft costs that if you do not factor them in here are going to be your main downfall. Opportunity cost. Things like time. We're talking about perseverance. We're talking about pain. We're talking about fear. We're talking about sacrifice. All those things are costs that most of us don't. Now, because most people don't go through this exercise and resolve this issue, they have a lot of unresolved issues. And what are these here? Disorientation. They get into this program, and deep inside they know that they're not going to be able to succeed. Uncertainty. They go every single week, they're on a new different program, a new different gym, a new different eating plan. Fear. Fear always comes from lack of knowledge. Fear comes out of ignorance. Any area of your life that you fear for, it means you don't have enough knowledge on it. So when we take you through here, we take all those things away. Then the second phase of this is our trust building exercise. This is the second building block. Under this, we answer the second question: who are you? Who are you? Who are you in this process? I've had so many women that come here to lose weight, and when they're in the process of achieving the goals that they came here to achieve, the goals that we promised, they self-sabotage. And what is the one reason? It's because their husbands don't like to see them thin. It brings friction at home. It's always because all of a sudden they have a new body, and all of a sudden there's so many men looking at them. This woman does not know how to defend herself. So one of the psychological ways of defending herself is putting on too much weight so that she does not get noticed, so that people don't notice her beauty, and it becomes normal for her to do that. Going through this, there are three things that we resolve for us in terms of giving us who you are. Number one, mutual regard. We start working as a team. Most weight loss programs is always us versus them. You tell them to do this, they do something else. The second thing that it will give us here is forthrightness. There is nothing better than being on the same page, because we invest time and energy towards the same purpose. When we haven't agreed on who we are, we spend a lot of time fighting. I'm telling you what to do and you doing your own things because the influence from outside is too high. The third thing that we resolve for us is reliability. I can rely on you and you can rely on me because we know that we are working towards the same goal. That is very important. But because most people don't do this exercise, they've got a lot of unresolved issues. What are those? The first one here is caution. They do everything with that suspicion. You're telling them, but they're second guessing you. Everything you tell them, they have to go ask somebody else. And the person that they're asking is not an expert in that field. The person that they're asking, they have no context of why you're asking them that question. The person doesn't understand what you're saying. Second thing is mistrust. And mistrust, where there's no trust, Most people won't stick to your program. They won't come. If we're going to agree that you're going to come to us 3 times a week, for those 3 times we're going to work out 45 minutes, and then we're guaranteeing you that you're going to lose 1 kilo a week. If you trust us, if we've done this exercise properly, all those things go away. And of course, we create a facade out of everything. Everything is a big problem. The gym is dirty. The machine doesn't work. It becomes a reason for you to consistently keep on complaining because you have no grounds. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. And in return to justify you not getting the results that we agreed on, you shift that blame. Number 3, it brings us what we call goal clarification. Goal clarification. Most people will take a year to plan their end of year holiday. People will take years to plan their wedding. People will take months to plan their birthday. And in doing that, they've got specific outcome that they want, and that forces them to do specific things to arrive at that. But majority of people, when they come to gym, they have no idea what they want. They'll always use generic terms. I want to be fit. I want to lose weight. I want to lose fat. What does that mean? Are you going to be happy if you come to our gym and after 12 weeks, you've lost only a half a kilo in your left earlobe? Are you going to be happy? So we need to be very specific. To do this, goal clarification makes it easy for us to answer one question. What are we doing? What are we doing? What needs to be done for us to achieve the goals that we've ascertained? And this will become very specific. We're specific in terms of our goals. In the next 12 weeks, we want to lose 12 kilos, which means on average, we want to lose 1 kilo a week. In the next 12 weeks, I want to be fit. What do you mean by that? It means I want to be able to run on the treadmill for 3 kilometers in a given timeline. In the next 12 weeks, I want to be strong. How do we measure that? I want to be able to do 20 push-ups. I need to be able to do 10 pull-ups. I need to be able to do 20 squats. Now, those are measurable. When you say I want to be healthy, what does that mean? When we do your goal setting, it means we can look at your stats. It tells us that your body fat percentage is 30%. In 12 weeks, we want to drop it by half to 15%. Your weight is 100. In 12 weeks, you want to drop it by 12 kilos. Your blood pressure numbers is 160 over 110. We want to drop it to 110 to easy 80. Now, all those becomes very specific. The minute the goal is being cleared, what we do here, it resolves a lot of things. What it resolves here is it clears us of assumptions. No assumptions. You don't assume because I've been coming to gym, I need to do this. With that is specific. You exactly know what needs to be done. Integration of programs. This makes it easier for you to stick to the program and for us to know which is the best program for you when it comes to cardiovascular in terms of your heart, and when it comes to strength training, when it comes to flexibility, when it comes to muscle resilience. All those things we agree based on the goals or the outcome that we want. And of course, what makes it easier here, we have a shared vision. My people, the Bible says that my people are destroyed for lack of vision. The minute we have a specific goal, it means we can see the end together. And if we can see the end together, we're not going to disagree on which route, on which road, which path. Are we going to go from point A to B, or are we going to go from point A to C? That won't be a problem. And if we're going to the same way, we see the same thing, it becomes easier for us to get there. But because most people don't resolve this, they have a lot of unresolved issues here. What are those things that happen because the goal was not set? Apathy. People doing mediocre work. Number 2 is skepticism. Second guessing everything. You second guess the gym, you second guess the trainers, you second guess the program, you second guess everything that they tell you. And number 3 here is irrelevant competition. You start competing with irrelevant competition. You start competing with useless people. People that have nothing, somebody's been training since they were 20. You've started training, you're 50, and you say this person has gotten the best result in the given timeline. It makes no sense because you didn't have clear goals on what you want to do. Number 4, after we've done that now, is where commitment comes in. Under commitment, we're answering one question. How are we going to do it? How will we do it? Look in any area of your life that you're struggling, be it health, be it relationships, be it money, be it any area, be it your career. There are areas where you lack commitment. People that are successful in life are not the strongest, the tallest, the most educated, the fastest, or the fast talking. It is the people that are committed. Commitment, it's the price that you pay for the life that you want. Commitment simply means that you decide whatever it is that you decided yesterday that you're going to want it today. You do not change your goal because you've forgotten. And there's only one way of commitment that will get you what you want. Not 100%, but total. How committed are you? The minute we bring in commitment by answering this question, we resolve a couple of things. Number one here, we assign roles. What is my role as a trainer? What is our role as a gym? What is your role as a participant in this transformation? What do you need to do in terms of nutrition? What do you need to do in terms of stress management? What do you need to do in terms of exercise? There are specific things. I've got my role to perform. Dream Body Fitness has got its role to follow, but you also have a role to perform if we're going to get the kind of exercise outcome that we want. The problem with most people, because they don't go through this process, they expect all I have to do is go get on the 12-week program, I pay my money, I go to gym 3 times a week, I get the results. Liar. It doesn't work like that. You have to change. There are specific things that you have to do. And because you don't do this exercise, you have a lot of unresolved issues. And what are these unresolved issues here? Number 1, dependency. You depend too much on others. You depend too much on other people to cook for you. You depend too much on us to be picking up the phone 3 times a day to call you to come to gym. You depend too much on us reminding you every week to do your assessment, reminding you to drink water, reminding you to get 7 hours sleep, reminding you to stop eating sweets and all those things. You depend too much because your level of commitment is low. The other unresolved issue here is resistance. You start fighting everything that we do. Everything we tell you does not fit you. So this brings us to number 5. This brings us to number 5. It brings us to the 5th pillar. Number 5. Look at this here. Number 5. The 5th pillar here now is the implementation. After we've done that, is when we come to this now. Implementation. Under here, we're answering one question. Who does what, when, and where? Who does what, when, and where? This straight away will resolve a couple of things for us. Number 1, clear process. You need clarity. Clarity is the antidote to procrastination. Number 2 is alignment. How does this program align with your lifestyle? How does it align with your life purpose? How does it align with your value system? Number 3, it increases your discipline. It increases the disciplined execution. You become a little machine. But if you don't do this like most other programs that you've been on, you have a lot of unresolved issues which will lead to failure. And what is the first one there? Conflict and confusion. You're fighting the program. Number two, non-alignment. And of course, number three, it's missed deadlines. You never get anything done, and you have always an answer for it. This brings us to number six. Number six brings us to high performance. After this, now we're getting into the meat, into the meat of the program. High performance. Under this is now the wow factor. Now we're working like a Formula One team. You know, we can change the whole car engine in 15 seconds because we're putting all the energy in the right thing. What does this resolve? At this stage, what does this resolve? Spontaneous interaction. I can look at you and you exactly know what I expect of you. You can look at me and I exactly know what you're asking of me. Spontaneous interaction. Spontaneous interaction. The other thing it resolves is synergy surpassing results. Every week we're making progress going forward because we're building up from yesterday's work. So here it gives us unbelievable results. Now, if this is not done, of course, unresolved, it's the opposite. The first thing that we get from here is overload. You haven't really progressed from week 1 to week 3, week 4, week 5. Every week you're getting too tired because we're not sticking to the program. The other thing here is, of course, it is harmony. And by this, chances are you've already dropped out of the program. It hasn't worked for you. But now it will bring you to number 7. Number 7 is renewal. When you hear, we've gotten everything, this is our sweet spot. After you've gotten your results, the thing is, why continue? Most people are always very motivated for the next 6 weeks, 12 weeks. But after that, they fall back completely because there's no more motivation to do that. With this is, you become a new person. So the same process that we used here to get you to this point is not going to work to do here. The person that came to lose 10 kilos, the habits, the personality, and the value system of that person, after the person is lost 10 kilos, the same personality, the same value system is not going to be able to serve that person now when he wants to maintain the 90 kilos from 100 kilos. It has to become a new person. Now, when it comes to this, we have to build a new person, new value system, new goals, a new way of getting there. The minute this is resolved, there are a couple of things that it does for us. Number one, this is a time for us to celebrate and recognize your hard work. As a team now, we can put you on the podium in our facility. And of course, we've got our own kind of champagne and say, thank you very much for doing this. Recognition, this is recognition and celebration. The second thing that we do here, of course, you become a master. Now it's shift of power. Your needs have changed and our relationship has changed. It's no longer about a student, teacher. Now it's more a master guru kind of relationship. But if you don't do this, then of course you will have your unresolved issues here. And the first one here in most cases is boredom. You get tired of coming to gym, you get tired of exercising, you get tired of eating the same foods. And what happens? You go back to the old self. You see people lose weight, then when you see them a few months later, they put on all the weight plus VAT. They go back to the old way. And when they try to lose the weight again, they can't do it because they're bored. And of course here it brings in burnout. Now, this is the process that we use here at Dream Body Fitness. And this is the one thing that has made us the house of excellence. We are to go to people when it comes to health. Most gyms, most weight loss programs, most diets are very much focused on fitness. They're very much focused on weight loss. Here at Dream Body Fitness, we're not in fitness. We are in the business of health. If I can fix your health, if I can get you healthy, it means your body will do what it was meant to do. A healthy body does not put on fat. A healthy body is not in pain. A healthy body does not get hungry. A healthy body does not suffer from insomnia. Because the human body, when it's healthy, it's unbelievable how it regulates every single thing. So with this, I will invite you to join us in our nutrition workshop. Come and try our system, and I can guarantee you that if it doesn't work for you, you've got nothing to lose. I'll give you your money back. Hasta la vista, au revoir, and don't forget to leave comments below and share this with one of your friends. Bye-bye.